All right, it's been a little minute since I posted a video, and I'm sorry about that for those that have been faithful and following me. I appreciate you still hanging on. I'm definitely trying to put out more content. For those that know, I'm an AC technician, and summertime is busy, so it's been a busy time for me with work and all that. But we just had the 4th of July, and we got the Olympics coming up, and something really bugs me about these pseudo-patriots, part-time patriots, I like to call them. Rah, rah, America this, America that, only when it benefits them. I was driving to, forget where I was driving to. I was driving to Houston, like last week sometime. And I saw a flag that said, F Biden and F everybody that voted for him. And I got a nice little chuckle out of that. I thought it was funny. And then driving down the street on a house, I saw a flag that said anti-Biden, pro-America. But here's the plot twist. They were flying the American flag upside down, which if you're pro-America, wouldn't that be the ultimate disrespect to the country that you're so pro for, that you're so for? That you're a proud patriot of? That kind of boggled my mind. How can you be pro-America, but you do something as heinous as flying the American flag upside down? To this day, it still boggles my mind. And when I came back from my Houston trip, I saw that flag again, and it just prompted me to first of all, do this rant, and prompted some thought, some really deep thought about how people really view America and how divided this country really is. And then with the Olympics coming up too. So let's back it up a little bit. If you really, really hate black people, but claim to love America, and the Olympics, sports that black people represent, do you still root for America? I mean, I need an answer to that question, like for real. Simone Biles, slated to win gold medal after gold medal after gold medal. Black woman, okay, American. So do you racists and bigots not like Simone Biles, but still support Simone Biles because she's an American? How does that work for you? Please explain to me, because I know when I joined the Marine Corps, I joined to serve and protect every single American. I may not be super patriot, and I'm ashamed of America and what America has really always been, and what is still continuing to be, but I love being in this country. I'm gonna touch on that in a minute. But when I joined the Marine Corps, I didn't join to protect and serve just certain Americans. I joined to protect and serve the whole of America. That includes you too, bigots, and everybody that is an American or have come to America seeking asylum and seeking a better life. I didn't choose to just say, okay, I'm just gonna protect Black America. It's all of America because I'm part of a bigger team. So do you pick and choose? Do you pick and choose when to root for America? Because if that's the case, when you look at gymnastics, when you look at basketball, track and field, those are pretty African-American dominated sports with a little vanilla sprinkle here and there on the American side. Now, maybe the distance may have a vanilla sprinkle in the track and field portion, and maybe even in the field portion. But do you pick and choose when you root for America, or do you root for America on the whole? But if you're anti-Biden, pro-America, but then you're flying the flag upside down, what does that say about your character? Quite frankly, I think you're confused. And I'm pretty sure this guy isn't the only, or girl, whoever it was, isn't the only person that thinks like that. I went to my hometown to my hometown for the 4th of July weekend. Shout out to my boy Mick for getting married. Went to my hometown, and on the street that I grew up on, a street that I used to run up and down, in the neighborhood I used to run around in. There is a flag. No, it is a street I grew up on East Street. Yeah, anyway, there is a flag. They have women for Trump. Okay, cool. Whoever you decide to vote for, that's fine. We'll circle back to that. And F Biden and F everybody who voted for him. Cool. And to me, I bet these are the same people. Now, first of all, let me say, Joe Biden is your president too. Bottom line, if you're an American, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is your president and vice president. Point blank, period. Now, I'll invite you, just like you told others back when people were saying 45 wasn't their president, and you were like, oh, no, he's your president too. You're an American, he's your president too. You don't like this country? Guess what you can do? You don't like who the president is, F Biden and F everybody who voted for him? Hey, you can leave America. Huh? You see how that works? Funny how the things you say now you have to do what? Yeah, how does that crow taste? So, bigot, racist, prejudiced person, please explain to me, one, do you root for all of America during the Summer Olympics? And then two, if you hate America that much, or if you hate who is the figurehead of America, or who's the leader of America, why don't you leave? I mean, that's what you invited others to do when they didn't like who was voted in 4 years ago. Well, if you can't respect Donald Trump as your president, maybe you need to leave America. Well, F Biden and F everybody who voted for him, if you can't respect and acknowledge the fact that Joe Biden is your president, then maybe you should leave America. Pseudo-patriot. Hope you had a great 4th.